Now that we have the background set for all of this stuff, I kind of want to break away a little bit from this, just talk a little bit about organization. Because organization is key. Let me show you this. If you click on the downloads folder, you're going to be able to get this. This is something that I like to call it's a sample client folder. And don't rename this. Make copies of it if you need it. Let me explain why. I'm going to double click on this file, open it up, and you're going to notice that inside of here, you have AI files, client images, correspondence, FLA files, PNG, PSD. Now, what have I done here? I usually tell people the best way for you to be able to organize yourself so that you can get to everything that you need is to have a good document structure. Start early and use that as a plan. When you're working on a project, it doesn't matter what project you're working on. Separate all of the files that you use to build the website from the actual website itself. So what I do is I keep a folder called a sample client folder. Inside of there, I put AI files for any source Adobe Illustrator files that I'm doing. Like if I'm working on a logo for the client, this is where I put it. If the client gives me any images, I'll go ahead and I'll put that inside of the client images folder. Any contracts, correspondence, emails, faxes, anything that I usually get from the client goes over here into the correspondence. Now, it's important to be able to see, obviously, you're not going to be, maybe some of you aren't web designers where you're doing stuff with clients and you're just doing this personally. Still follow the exact same rule. Even if you're just creating a small website for yourself, for any kind of photography, set up the same format. Teach yourself good habits very, very early. It makes it a lot easier to be able to manage this later. Any source FLA files that you use for Flash, I usually keep in the FLA files folder. Fireworks files go in the PNG. Photoshop source files go in PSD. And then this site here is the website root. That's the start of the website that I publish and define inside of Dreamweaver. You'll notice that inside of there, I have something called a Photoshop sliced export file. That's where I throw any slices that I usually pick up out of Photoshop. Now, all of this stuff is already set up for you. All you have to do is just implement it. And important, when you define your website inside of Dreamweaver, make sure that you're defining to this website root folder and not your sample client folder. If you upload this to your client, then you've invariably given your client access to all of this and the website. And not to mention the fact that they're probably not going to be able to see the website because it's buried in here. So I usually tell people, this is the project that you're working on, and then this is the folder inside of the project that you're synchronizing with the web. Once you have this all set, the easiest thing for you to do, now that you have it, you can just download it off your downloads, is just make a duplicate of it. So watch. I'm going to make a duplicate using Command D, or you could just do a copy paste in Windows. Notice that I have sample client folder copy. So the next time I start a project, I just turn around and just make a copy. And let's say that I call it Hudson Valley Conservatory. Now that I do that, I can double click in here, throw all of the stuff for them in here, publish all of the stuff on the website here. I know exactly where everything is, and once I have that all set, let's say that I need to be able to turn this project over to somebody. All I have to do is just take one folder and not search around, not fish, not do anything. Grab this one folder, burn it to a disk, and I'm done. What I'm going to do here to just kind of finish this off is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Save As. And for myself, I'm going to go to the Hudson Valley Conservatory, and I'm going to go to the PSD file section, and I'm going to call this Web Comp 1. Now, I'm working on this project. I'm not going to turn it over because there's probably some images that I don't want to give you guys because of copyright and all that stuff. The important part here is that you do this on your images, that you do this with your projects. So the sample client folder is going to help you. Now all you have to do is duplicate and fill those folders up with your information. Let's go ahead and start working on adding a little bit more now to this web.